Good morning, everybody. Today is Wednesday, April 8th. We are coming to you from the dining room. So welcome. I hope that everyone is doing well, that you guys enjoyed some sunshine the last couple days. It's been so beautiful. Anyhow, we're going to dive right into our lesson today. So things that you are going to need is you're going to need your paper or online access to your paper that is posted in Google Classroom with this video. And then for later on, if you want, you may want to grab some paper of your own, either blank, like a plain white piece of paper, or lines paper, whatever is easier for you, if you would rather do this by hand than instead of online. So totally up to you on how you want to do this. All right, so we're going to jump in. I'm just going to share my screen with you, and we're going to jump into today's lesson. Right. Okay, so today, if you guys are following along on the worksheet, I'm just gonna make this a little bit bigger for you so you can see it. Again, today is April 8th. We're still working on that competency of lead inquiry. In this case, what we're looking at is for you to be able to understand technical language. So in this case, we're looking at economic vocabulary, right? You guys have learned like a ton of new words, a ton of new terminology that you probably didn't use in your everyday language, and now you're starting to. So what we want to look at is we're going to be able to use accurate use of technical terms. So we're looking at accurate use of technical terms. And we want to be able to put that into either graphic displays and citing of sources, right? So we're always working on, in a humanities class, we're always going to be working on citing sources. All right, so those are your big like takeaways out of the actual competency. Your objective though is really simple, right? You're just gonna explain these technical terms from the field of economics by creating your own definitions. So you're just creating definitions today for words that you've come across, or maybe new words, words that are newer to you, okay? So in your Google Classroom, like always, there's going to be the discussion question posted. Make sure that you are doing that. It's my little way of just giving you some information to think about. Also a way for you to have some conversations online with your classmates. And again, as a reminder, this is what an online class would look like, or a hybrid class would look like in your college classes that you'll be taking in the fall. Okay, so today's is just to answer the question, how does globalization impact our society, and does it make life better or worse? And I want you to explain. If you don't know what globalization is, then I want you to use the dictionary.com app or website to look that term up, okay? Because I bet that without realizing it, you do know what it is. All right. So you guys are familiar with most of these terms already, but I wanted to list them out for you. These are going to be the important terms that you're going to need to know, and this is part of your QPA grade later this week. So knowing all of these terms, one of the first parts of your QPA is going to be to take a quiz and show your understanding on these terms themselves. So rather than me going over all of them, this is more of an investigative practice for you to come up with your own sort of glossary with definitions for the terms that are here in bold, okay? Now, what you're gonna be doing, you're gonna put each of these terms that you've learned into your own definition. And you can do, you have to absolutely do definition. That's one thing, that's a must. You have to absolutely do your own definition, okay? And I wanna see it in your own words as much as possible. And then if you want to, if it's something that's helpful, like what I did with human capital, I did the definition, the skills and knowledge that a worker gets through education and experience. And then I put a picture in here that would help me remember what that means, right? So I have my workers here, and these are some of like the ideas, their proof of their education, because they have their diploma and their CAP, and other things that help to contribute to what they know and understand. You're gonna do the same thing for the terms that are listed on your page below, okay? And it does go to the next page, just know that. All right, so that's that practice. Take a minute, look over those terms, write down any questions that you might have. And then the last thing that you're gonna do today is you're gonna go, you're gonna actually take an economic vocab quiz. You're gonna quiz yourself rather. So this is a study tool. Shout out to Jose and Josh, who I know that have used this in the past. Not this particular one, but you're just gonna click on the economic vocab quiz. It may ask you to start an account, it may not. So it's up to you on how you decide to do that. But you're gonna each get a term on the flashcard, and then to be able to see the definition, you're just gonna go through that, okay? So there is 22 terms in total, not totally overwhelming. And the quiz itself will take place on Monday. Okay, so Monday, which the date for that is gonna be April 13th. So we have several days. We have about 5 days before you have to take that quiz for part 1 of the QPA. That does include weekend time, but again, it's 22 words. So if you learned 5 of them, or then most of them you're already gonna know, totally confident that you're gonna do awesome on this, all right? So again, you're just gonna go through those terms. You know, think about like if I'm looking at this and I'm doing the term, okay, physical capital. So physical means that it's like an actual place, right? So physical capital is going to have to do with like the buildings and machineries that help me to make money. Let's see if I can do. Yeah, so okay, all human goods that are used to produce other goods, services, tools, and buildings. So I said machines and buildings. It's also human-made goods. So things like your phone or a cup, whatever it might be, right? Those are all human-made goods. They didn't just pop out of the ground and grow. Okay, so stop sharing there. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining me today. I'm really excited for you to be working on this vocabulary, which will just expand your knowledge, and it will also help you on this project. Also, I wanted to give a shout out to those of you who have been coming to the live sessions consistently. I really appreciate that, and that shows me that you are serious about making sure that your June graduation date stays June of this year. So keep doing what you're doing. Make sure that you're turning in those assignments. If you have a question about anything, reach out to me. My email is ecouture@phoenixcharteracademy.org. You can also call or text, and always you can leave a message on Instagram as well at the Not Quite Couture Teacher. All right, guys, I love you and I miss you, and I'm so excited to see you all on Thursday during our live session. Talk to you soon. Take care.